Lately, I haven't been sleeping well. Every time I start to drift off, I get this unsettling sensation that someone is watching me. Last night, I found out that feeling wasn't just in my head. It's been like so hard to fall asleep. I keep tossing and turning in bed, feeling totally disturbed. I've woken up in the middle of the night before, usually just to use the bathroom. But last night was different. I woke to the sound of heavy footsteps. When I looked toward the foot of my bed, I saw my parents standing there, motionless, side by side, staring at me with unnervingly wide grins. Fear shot through me. Once my breathing slowed a little, I managed to ask, trembling, "Mom? Dad? What are you doing here this late?" My mom silently raised a finger to her lips, signaling me to be quiet. My dad stepped closer to the side of my bed and pulled out a needle. Before I could react or escape, he plunged it into my arm. My eyelids grew heavy and, everything went dark. I woke the next morning to sunlight pouring through my blinds. I brushed it off as a bizarre nightmare, until I noticed how weak I felt. My left arm was sore. When I glanced down, I spotted a small red mark where the needle had gone in. To say I was terrified is an understatement. Had my parents really broken into my house and injected me with something? I needed answers. I quickly got dressed, grabbed my keys, and drove to their house. It was only a 15-minute drive. My dad's car was gone, but my mom's was still in the driveway. I parked and knocked on the door. She answered, surprised, but happy to see me. We sat down in the kitchen and she asked warmly, "So what brings you by? How's work, honey?" I cut her off. "Why were you and Dad in my house last night?" Her smile faded. "What are you talking about, Danny?" "I saw you two at the end of my bed. Dad injected me with something. I moved to show her the red mark on my arm, but it had vanished." She gave me a concerned look. "I think you just had a bad dream, sweetie. You've been working too hard." After chatting a bit more, I left for work, wondering if she was right. I did have a tendency to jump to conclusions. Still, I wanted to be sure. On my lunch break, I bought a nanny cam from Walmart and set it up facing my bed when I got home. If anything happened again, I'd catch it on video. That night, I lay in bed feeling slightly reassured, but the sensation of being watched crept back. My eyes grew heavy, and I slipped into darkness once again. The next morning, the same weakness hit me. My arm was sore, and the red mark was back in the exact same spot. I rushed to my computer to check the footage. What I saw confirmed everything. Without hesitation, I grabbed my keys and sped to my parents' house. When I arrived, the front door was wide open. Blood stained the floor. Shards of glass scattered everywhere. Without hesitation, I grabbed my keys and sped to my parents' house. When I arrived, the front door was wide open. Blood stained the floor. Shards of glass scattered everywhere. I called the police, and when they arrived, they found both of my parents dead. Later, the officers asked me to review footage from one of the house's security cameras. They seemed deeply unsettled. As we watched, two figures appeared on the screen, breaking into my parents' home. After dealing with them, they turned toward the camera. Their faces were identical to my parents. Then the video cut out. The police were speechless, as shaken as I was. The investigation dragged on, but eventually went cold. Weeks later, as I was moving things out of the house, I happened to glance toward the backyard. At the edge of the tree line, I swear I saw myself staring back at me. For more such videos, please follow, like, share, and subscribe.